Hey everyone, Renee here, independent demonstrator. It is Thursday around 2 o'clock, and we are going to be talking about more baskets, different kinds this time, but again, two sizes. All right, very, very nice. Actually, you can make them kind of three sizes if you want, and I'll explain that later. But we're also going to be talking today about punches, the punches that come in really handy, and many of them are on the clearance rack. All right, and there's some new ones that just came out on the online store, and those are really cool. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and start our live on Facebook. All right, it's about more of these baskets. All right, and this basket is the largest of them. All right, and so you can see this, and then this right here. All right, and I'm going to give you the dimensions for that and show you what my next one's going to be. And then we have these little ones that are really, really cute, that are made with designer paper, or you could use cardstock, but this is a great way to use up that 6x6 designer paper. And this is even smaller, and I can show you how you can vary the sizes on that 6x6 designer series paper just a little bit. And here's the other side. This is great for if you're a demo and you want to go ahead, your demonstrator like I am, and you want to go ahead and give a little treat. These are really, really easy. A little cookie here, some chocolate here, a little cookie, some chocolate. Those are really very, very nice with some shredded paper from the dollar store. You couldn't do better. All right. These are done again with designer paper. This is done with cardstock. And you have these little cutouts that I've done and all that kind of stuff. Really, really cute. And this one, you can put a kind bar in there if you're having a longer event and it's kind of running by around lunchtime or snack time. You can have a kind bar and some chocolates in here. That's quite nice. So we're going to talk about this one first. Okay, and then we're going to make these, all right, these smaller ones right here. And this is really cute. When you look at this from the side, this really looks like a cute little basket like that. And I wanted to show you that. So that's really cute. Okay, so the first basket, which is the larger basket, okay, is simply a piece of cardstock that is going to be a 7.5 by 7.5. You're going to cut an inch off of the 8-inch side first. All right, that's what you're going to do. These are all about punches that are on the rack. Anyway, so this you're going to cut off first because you need a 1 by 11 for your basket handle. All right. And so that's what that is. And you can have a handle that's anywhere from 1 to 1 1/4, whatever you prefer. Then you have your 7.5 by 7.5 by finally cutting your 11-inch side to 7.5 after you've cut that strip. So there you go with that. That's great for many things for later. All right. So now with that, you're going to simply score at 2.5 and at 5. And then you're going to rotate 2.5 and 5. That's all you're going to do is score that way. So they're all equal squares that are literally 2.5 by 2.5. All right. If you prefer to score 2.5 and then turn your paper and do 2.5 and then do 2.5 and 2.5 again, that's fine. Or you go around doing 5 on each side. But whatever you prefer, it's 2.5 inch squares all around. And all over. And basically what you're going to do is simply this, right? And then besides that, you're going to need 6 pieces of designer paper. And the 6 pieces are basically going to go, you're going to cut opposite ends, doesn't matter which end you choose since it's a square, but they have to be opposite ends. And on each of these squares, you would go ahead and put your 2 1/4 pieces by 2 1/4. I typically put a little bit of a different color in the middle and a different right there like that. And you do the same thing for this side. And then what you're going to do is simply put this on the inside and start going like this. And then you simply glue them. I'm going to show you that with the little one, and I will finish this one for you so that you can see it. All right, I will finish it for you, but I'm going to do the others for time efficiency. And then you will have a snapshot of this one. There are many things that, and I'll show you all the extra stuff and how you put the handle on and everything with the smaller version. The smaller version is exactly the same. And you can either leave it a little bit open, or you can put together the 2 points, and that closes up your box. So really you have 2 sizes for this box, and you have 2 sizes for the small one because of how you go ahead and put these 2 sides together. Just depends if you leave some space or you just simply put the points together. That gives you 2 different sizes. So we will be demonstrating, we will be taking pictures of that. So for the small ones, that's where we are. We're going to do the small ones here. All right, our little cute small ones. And to do these, all you need, you have some extra 6x6 designer series paper. It would be great if you have that and you have extra and you want to find something to do with all that designer paper. I always have extra. Well, it's very easy because it already has a pattern. And what you do is on this one, it's a 6x6, and you're going to score at 2, and you're going to score at 4. And then you're going to go in and turn it 90 degrees. So just turn it 90 degrees. Just like the other one, you turn 90 degrees, 2 and 4. The dimensions here is a 7.5 and a 7.5 again, and the scoring is 2.5 and 5. Here we have a 6x6, right? 6x6, and we're going to score at 2 and 4. Then we're going to choose opposite ends and cut on those score lines. Okay. So now our basket is ready simply to decorate. That's all this takes. This is wonderful. So now I can either leave it, I have to show it to you this way. I can either go ahead and just take it and put it like this and glue it, or I can glue the 2 points together. All right. Either way works. The 2 points together is smaller. I like a little bit of a gap, but because I like it always a little bit bigger. So I'm going to do a little bit of a gap. And so if you notice, you're going to put glue here on the bottoms. So the glue is coming, just to show you, here and here. So let's go ahead and do that. Now I'm going to put that there, that there, and I guess I'm going to put the points together and make the smaller one. There you go. See, I didn't have to. I could have given some space, and that's just fine. And if you give some space, just make sure that the spacing is about equal on both sides. It's pretty easy to do that. You can easily tell. And so again, I'm going to be putting my glue here And here on these edges, right here, on that inside edge, just right there. And then just right there, that really does the trick. Other demonstrator mentioned to me that for boxes you can use tear and tape if you know, to make it easier for you if you don't like the glue. Also, with glue, it does move a little bit, so you have to be a little more careful and patient because it will move on you. But I prefer the glue, but other people prefer the tape. So it's really up to you. Now, when you make the wider one, okay, if I would have left space, you have to use a strip that is an 8 by 1 inch. All right, you do have to use an 8-inch strip because it is bigger, wider, whatever. All right, and I would have used the coordinating color. If not, you can use a 6 by 1 inch, and that works just as well for the ones that you close. All right, so I can simply do this. Now, I am going to use, for fun's sake, I am going to use the longer handle. All right, this time. I think it's fun to use the long handle, so I will go ahead and do that. And I can go ahead, I wouldn't put it down that far. I'd put it about here and here, but maybe I really should use I'm going to try and do, which I can, is I'm going to sneak it in there. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. See, I'm going to, because of the way I glue it, I can sneak it behind the flap, this flap right here. And that's what I'm going to do, so I can get exactly the length. And what I'm also going to do, I put glue on both sides, which will do the trick because of the fact that I'm going to go ahead and bury it in there. Okay, so that should be fun. So I'm going to take this one and I'm just going to bury it in here like that. And then I'm going to take this one and I'm going to bury it in here. And this allows me to have any length I like with that 8-inch, which is kind of cute. And I do like the coordinating color cardstock. So this is Coastal Cabana. And I do like it that way. And I do like it buried in there. So if you glue it the way I do, you'll have that opening, which will allow you to slide that in easily. All right. So very easy little guy. So now, all right, what are we up to? So now what we're up to is we're going to decorate. And basically, if you look at my baskets, I went ahead and put just a few items here and one item on the other side. I typically used the punch, the Dragonfly punch. Love the Dragonfly punch. It is in the annual catalog and it comes in very, very handy. So if you haven't gotten that yet, I suggest that. And as you see here, again, I did something very similar where again, I simply put the leaves down and the dragonfly. This was the boho medley from years ago, and I still had some paper, and so I decided to use that. Now, I want to talk about some punches. We could make this, where I use, and I'm just going to do it this way, where I go ahead and I use the bird punch, which is just delightful. And I would put a little eye there, that's for sure. And then what I would like is I would also use, so we have our bird punch that is in the annual catalog. And the other punch that I would use, and I've taken out a bunch of punches because I'm going to tell you where they're coming from and so where to look for them. And here is my stem punch or leaf punch that is available in the catalog. Here it is, just like that. So you can use that. And what I would do here is I would simply take my little bird and take my little leaves, which I like. We're having company, so I hope it's not too loud. And then we could go ahead and put this on the one side, just like this, with the little bird, and that would be that side, and I would be happy with that, and I would glue that, okay? And I would put a little eye in there for sure, and I will do that momentarily. Then on the other side, with that bird, I would probably take the ladybug punch and put the ladybug punch just on the other side. So one side I consider the front, and the other side with the minor little bug would be then your back side of your basket. All right. So, I mean, that easy, right? The other option would be to, of course, use a dragonfly, which you have seen. All right. The other option is that I go ahead and put a flower. Isn't that pretty on that side? Look at that flower. That was 3 flowers, and that is from the flower punch that is available presently, okay, in the clearance rack on sale. All right. And so I punched out 3 of these guys. And what I did for the first one was the yellow, and I took my bone folder and I went ahead and turned it down. Then I took my other bone, then I took the blue and turned it up, and then placed it on there, right? Then the third one, which was the yellow, I turned it up. Say I turned it up like this. And then the tips, I turned down. So the tips, I just turned down, and the rest was up. And then the tip was the opposite side. And then I went ahead and put that all together. Now, when I put that together, I make sure that those are, and this one's just a little askew. It's not quite in the same place as this yellow one behind. It's a little bit askew, so you can see them. All right. And then I put my opal round right in the center. And isn't that cute? And then, of course, I used that stem punch to go ahead and do that. And I just love that. I just think it's just perfect. And I would go ahead and put that on. The other thing that you can do, so we see that that punch is available on the clearance rack. This is available on the in the annual catalog. Then you have this is available in past kits on sale. It is the Safari. Let's say you're having a kids party. This is the Safari one. This is so cool. Look at this. This has great stuff like this for a kid's little treat for a happy birthday. Look at that. Can you see that everyone's table? It's so easy to make. You buy the kit, the Safari kit. It has the giraffe, it has the monkey, it has the elephant, it has these gorgeous leaves, different sizes and all. You should check that out. Wouldn't that be fun for a birthday party for a child? All right. I think that is just two cool little favors, right? Little favor box. So I think that's great. And of course, on the other side, you can just put your leaf down if you like, and you could put a little bug there if you like. They have, we have the dragonfly metal pieces right now. And I don't know if I can find them real quick, but they are Dragonfly and they were in silver metal. I don't think I can scrounge those up right now, but those would be great. I hope the music isn't too loud. Then also another concept is, of course, here's our ladybug again. Isn't that fun? Here's our ladybug. There's also this other, and that's what you could put on the other side of the flower or the ladybug, is the little bird. So the little bird with the heart. And I really like that as well. You could have the little bird. Now, where did I get this bird? Well, I showed you last year, pretty much at this time of year, the kiss punch. And the kiss punch is great because all you need to do is you punch out the lips. It's really simple. And then you cut the back side of this just like this. You just kind of, sorry if I didn't show you, take the lips and then you cut just like that. And then you have the wing right here. If you look, there's my wing. And then you have your wing and you just put it right there and your little eye, and there's your birdie. That is so easy. Isn't that the cutest little birdie? And then right away you have a heart with your birdie, and you can use any side of that heart. So I think that's really cute. The other punch, just to show you all the punches that are available, we did show you the ladybug, and the ladybug is in the annual catalog. If you don't have this little guy, I suggest you get that one. That's so fun. It's a great, great punch, and it is for ladybugs. I like my little bugs. I like to have my dragonflies and if they had a punch bee, I'd get the punch bee. Look at that little ladybug. Isn't that cute? That'd be cute on the other side of the flower. I think that's what I'll do at the end. Then, so the other punch that we have left is the ice cream cone. So again, a birthday wouldn't, now not on this color, of course, but wouldn't that be fun to have your ice cream cone right there? Trying to make these favor boxes really, really easy. All right, so having a punch, you can just punch out whatever there is and make yourself a little decoration with those punches. So that's another idea. And that is in the clearance rack. So check it out. The other item that is in the clearance rack is the strawberries, which I love the strawberries. Look at that. Wouldn't that be cute? And then again, on the other side, you can put the ladybug, dragonfly, the bird, easily the little bird that you cut out with the lips. So, I mean, that would be easy. Isn't that the cutest basket? Isn't that going to be cute? So you see here, there's just tons and tons of opportunities. And of course, there is always our new little rabbit. Our new little rabbit. And of course, we can always punch out a rabbit. And that would be great for Easter. So these baskets are multi-occasion. And with that bunny, what I was going to do with the bunny is I was going to do something like this, where you have these coming out like that, and then this on this side. And again, if I wanted to have highly decorated both sides, I could put the flower on this side, but I just feel like one highly decorated side is enough. So what I'm going to do is I am going to use the flower. I've gone through all the punches. So this is in the clearance rack. This is in the mini. And your dragonfly, of course, is in the annual. So now I've gone through all of those punches that you might be interested in. And what I want to do is I want to finish off my little basket. And I'm just going to glue that right here. Just going to take the glue and put it down. And then put that right there. Isn't that lovely? I just think that's lovely. Look at that. What a lovely little basket. And so then on the other side, and I have some old, the fun thing is if you have some items that are just hanging around, use them, check them out, see if they can work for your projects. All right. Don't be shy. Just use them. All right, and then, so this is how I use old DSP as well. I go ahead and with my DSP, I go ahead. I realize that lately I'm out of screen a lot, and I think it's because I'm sitting so far back, and I'm so sorry if I am. I'm going to put my little ladybug here. She's way too cute, and it's a she. And I'm just going to put it right here in the center. I'm just going to put it right down here. And there's my little ladybug. I like to coordinate the colors, especially on the basket, and on many places I do a lot of coordinating of color. That's just the way I do it. Now, the other thing is with this, you can definitely use a small butterfly or a small, what do I want to say? Either a small, here's a small butterfly. I kind of like my little butterfly here. This is from an old punch that does not exist anymore. But wouldn't that be cute? See how that works? I like that. So I'm going to put that butterfly right there. So my husband plays for happy hour every Friday. And he has a new bass player coming in. So they are practicing. So, and they're practicing pretty close by. So these are really nice, these branches. And if I wanted to put some more in here, I could easily do that, which I'm going to, I'm sure. I'm just going to find the right spot. So this is it. This is all you need to do. And again, if you don't want to bring it too close, I'm going to show you here that I'm going to take this stuff out so you can see the difference. So this is one where I didn't close it all the way. So there is, let's see if you can see that. Yeah, I see there's a little bit of an opening. So you can either put point to point or leave that little opening. For sure, if you have that opening, you are going to need an 8-inch strip. I did do a video on bows. And so if you check out my YouTube, you check out and find my video on how to make bows. I think that this is just darling as a basket. And again, it's a little bit bigger. All right. So that would happen with the large one as well, the 7.5 by 7.5. If you put this together, you actually make a little bit of a smaller basket. So you actually have 4 baskets with 2 for the 6 by 6 and 2 for the 7.5 by 7.5. And I just think they're great. I just think they're great. And so really that is all I wanted to show you today. You saw me Tuesday with my other baskets. I hope you like these as much. Please check out the new online punches, because there are 3. All right. 2 of them are simply circle punches, what we call our circle punches. And one of them is a 2-inch circle punch, and the other one is 1 3/4. So you have two sizes. It's really nice because then you can layer them. So they did that really well. So these punches are now only on the online store. And then they have another punch that is similar to the Safari paper pumpkin and cuts out a leaf like this, and they have a stamp set that will do that leaf. So that's really kind of fun. So you might check out that punch and see what it looks like. And again, it too is on the online in the online store. So there are my punches. Don't forget that they are handy, and especially if you need to make them for a party, a wedding, an anniversary favor, whatever it may be. It's always fun to make a basket. And so, especially now for Easter and the May Day baskets that are for a love, and they were hung on the doorknob of your home. And that I think is a real cute story. You can look up the May Day baskets. Southern Living has a little write-up on it. All right. So very good, everybody. So I really thank you. And please like, comment, thumbs up if you're on YouTube. This will go to YouTube. And I will be posting my final project of my large basket for you later. Okay, everybody. Bye-bye. Have a great afternoon.